Okay. Apologize for the delay, guys. I'm sorry of having some technical difficulties with this. Um, anyway, I hope you guys had a good work week. It certainly has been a long one for me. Not only did I have to work a 56-hour work week this year, but I, it was just, it felt even longer because last week Jedi Survivor came out, which, if you read my blog, was my most anticipated game of 2023. So, and with May the 4th, I've just had it on the brain. I actually considered playing it for the stream here, but my general rule is when I do stuff like this is I want to play the games in order so I can demonstrate how games either get worse or get better over time. So I thought since I got it on the brain, why don't we play a little bit of Jedi Fallen Order, the game that precedes Jedi Survivor. This game was released in 2019 and was created by Respawn Entertainment and published by EA. So, Star Wars is a franchise that I don't think needs any introduction. It's probably the biggest multimedia franchise on the planet. And so, I'm not going to go into great deal about the history or anything, but in regards to, I'm mostly going to focus on video games. And in that regard, Star Wars has done really well, and that's mostly because the vast majority of games, if not all of them, have been handled by LucasArts, which is George Lucas's development house that he created when he saw how big video games were getting in the late 80s and early 90s. When they first started, they did make a wide variety of games, but over time, they eventually shifted to focus purely on Star Wars games, and while some are better than others, they made a lot of really good games in their time. So when Disney got their hands on the Star Wars IP when they bought out Lucasfilm, they also got LucasArts. Now, you would think all they really have to do is just pump some money into the studio and just go from there. But unfortunately, Disney has never been terribly wise when it comes to video game production. So they instead chose to shut down LucasArts and hand the Star Wars IP off to the highest bidder, which, much to the frustration of gamers everywhere, was EA, who immediately applied their usual brand of corporate nonsense to Star Wars Battlefront, and then completely crossed the line with Star Wars Battlefront 2, which got so greedy with its microtransactions that they were actually taken to court on the matter. It's no wonder that Jedi Survivor is supposed to be the last game in their exclusivity deal with Disney. So, yeah, EA didn't handle the IP very well at all, but there was one bright spot among them, and that was Jedi Fallen Order. Again, it was created by Respawn, and I remember when the game was announced, and they just didn't give it a whole lot of attention. It was at I want to say an Xbox showcase at E3. And of course, I think Battlefield was in the show. Not Battlefield, Battlefront. Man, that's getting confusing. And essentially, all the announcement boiled down to was them having the Respawn guys in the front audience paying the camera to them and just saying, hey, we got this new game coming out. And that was all she wrote. And I don't remember Jedi Fallen Order getting a whole lot of press leading up to its release. And I feel that was because at the time, EA was sort of pushing this idea that single-player games were no longer profitable. The future of gaming was multiplayer-only games or some nonsense like that. And part of me feels like they had put Jedi Fallen Order into production and then purposely didn't support it so that they could potentially, use that as ammo for that argument. Unfortunately, when the game came out, all it took was one positive review from some influential YouTubers, and the quality of the game just spread like wildfire. While the game probably didn't sell terribly well initially, it kept selling well into 2020, especially with the pandemic hitting. People were looking for games to play. And I think eventually it may have even outsold the Battlefront games. Now, this is all speculation. I'm not trying to present any of this as fact. But it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, especially considering with all the crap EA had to deal with Battlefront 2 and also, the recent fiasco with the recent Battlefield. Their multiplayer focus seems to have fallen flat on its face. We're midway through 2023 right now. And their two big games have been Jedi Survivor and the Dead Space remake, which are single-player focused games, not a hint of multiplayer anyway. So, yeah, gamers weren't dumb enough to buy it then, and they aren't buying it now. Anyway, I feel like I've talked too long about this. Let's go ahead and get started here. By the way, I pulled up some clips on YouTube to play while I was talking about this. And I'm not claiming ownership over anything you saw here. That all belongs to these guys or whoever is in this playlist right here. Hope I'm coming in wide and clear. I'm going to be real disappointed later if I go to check this stream and my audio isn't playing. Actually, I'm going to check that real quick before I get started. Was talking about this. Oh dear God. I'm not claiming ownership over anything you saw here. Okay, so I'm going to be playing the PC version of the game. Now, Star Wars Fallen Order, when it initially came out, it did have a lot of optimization issues. Probably because EA wasn't giving it much attention compared to their other games at the time. But Respawn has, been sure to keep up with the game. So while the PC version is still a little buggy, it still does run just fine. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Oh wait, I gotta launch this through EA's wonderful server, which I still don't understand the point of. Why do you feel the need to have a secondary launcher? It's the same crap with Ubisoft with Uplay. Just launch it through Steam, for crying out loud. People don't buy your games off that app. Respawn Entertainment, pretty good market quality, I would say. EA, don't have the highest opinion of. Legendary company right there. Not sure how I feel about that title screen. For starters, you got EA in there, which is awful. That the Star Wars part is fine. That's just one of the most perfect pieces of graphic design ever. You can't mess with that. But the Jedi Fallen Order, I don't know. It just feels a little thin to me. Let's go ahead and get started. Start a new journey. Now we'll play on Jedi Knight. Having some legal remedy, by the way. Ever up in Rock Hill, be sure to check them out. Finest craft beer in South Carolina. Now this is cool right here.
set your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It's gonna be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
Man, those are some good graphics, aren't they?
Detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
Come on, Cal. What's our score? That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Those facial features, man.
This way.
I'm right behind you.
Okay, so a little bit of platforming. I think I'm already used to playing Jedi Survivor here. I thought I had a double jump there. That's one thing I like about Jedi Survivor. They didn't depower Cal here. Anyway, movement and jumping feels pretty good.
Sorry, Cal.
Don't worry about it.
Ugh. Just climbs right up. That feels really smooth.
Up here. After you.
Alright, so this is good because it's establishing the time period at which this game takes place. This is, this takes place after episode 3, but not quite before episode 4, somewhere in between, I'd say. Essentially, it's a salvage yard where they're taking apart all the military surplus from the Clone Wars. So, probably right around that period where the Empire had really established itself. Maybe 2 or 3 years after Revenge of the Sith? I don't really know.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Ladder's out, though. Gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
See you there, pal.
But yeah, look at all that, dude. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put a timer. Okay, so we're at 8:26 here. I'll just keep tabs on that. I forgot to grab my phone. You don't see this very often in Star Wars. It's like an entire planet of junkyard planet. Woo! Surf's up, bruh.
Depart this barge immediately. You are not approved trash.
I'm trash. Crew trash.
Don't like that thing watching me. It's never good. Seriously. See, this is part of why I like Respawn so much. They're just really good when it comes to graphics. Like, Titanfall has always looked really good. Apex Legends runs really well. It's just a really solid looking game.
We're close to finishing ahead of schedule. I can just about taste the credits. It'll be a wild night tonight. Let's get this job done.
Whoa. So yeah, the platforming is very similar to something like Uncharted or Tomb Raider.
That's the idea.
It's somewhat automated in a sense, but at the same time not, if that makes sense. And I have played this before. There are several instances in the game where they do the Uncharted thing, where things go pear-shaped and you're scrambling for solid ground,
Scrap rats. Creepy.
which I actually do really enjoy.
No need to come out and say hi this time.
Obviously, Jedi Fallen Order is sort of is obviously a Jedi game. And with Jedi games, usually go for the power fantasy, you know, just hacking and slashing your way through hapless stormtroopers. But
Hey, Cal. I'll meet you at the
Fallen
top.
Order puts a bit more focus on the movement and mobility of a Jedi, which sounds, which is actually makes for a really fun platformer. This crap's always breaking down. It's almost like we're on a junkyard planet.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Rumor has it the stork brought me. Yay, more sliding. Na 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 na. Oh, what's that?
Look, the ship cutter is here. There it goes.
Where? Oh, that.
We should get moving. Yep, good looking out.
Man, that is awesome. It's just huge, dude. Really makes you feel tiny in the grand scheme of things, too.
Hurry, we gotta finish before they start cutting this wing.
Gotcha. Love the detail, dude. Imagine playing Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo.
Override lever below.
You ever imagine that there'd be something this crazy detail in those days? Okay, do I go this way? Yep.
Got it. Your turn.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured.
Yep.
You okay?
Still here.
Give me a break there, pal.
Done.
Excuse me, guys.
I got this. We're done. Get out up here.
Alley-oop.
Come take a look at this. It's a Jedi fighter. What a
Awesome.
score! It's a real scrapper's payday. I mean, this thing's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Whoever flew this went down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. Yeah, I've always said they couldn't all be traitors.
Yeah, maybe.
Guess it's just our lucky day. Empire's gonna get a lot of good material out of it. Yeah, here we are, scrapping these ships from the war, just so they can turn around and make new ones. What a racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses.
It's an interesting perspective, isn't it?
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
We saw the Jedi getting murdered from the perspective of the Jedi.
What makes you think
But if you read the expanded material,
You don't have
a lot of people are happy about that because of a smear campaign the Empire was running,
gotta move on and live
that they betrayed the Republic. Didn't see a lot of that in the movies. This can't be good.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
You're not listening to me. What was that?
Ah, this looks like an Uncharted moment, doesn't it? Anyone else getting flashbacks to the Tomb Raider reboot and how gory some of those death scenes could be?
Bro, you okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Uh-oh.
Just hang on.
That's it, mate!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Bro, no! You okay, bro?
I'm all right. Just pin down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Wait, is that a Sarlacc?
Look out. This thing is...
Man, it's been a while since I played this.
Hold on. Bro, you all right?
Yeah, Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
hell happened? What was that back there? Was that you? Well, that was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please
No,
trust
but
me.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it. There's
Prof,
bounties out on people
I
like you.
know. I know.
Yeah, we're ready. We need to be careful.
So yeah, in case you guys hadn't figured it out by now, Mr. Cal Kestis here is a Jedi. Bet you couldn't figure that out.
You holding up okay?
Good. Yeah, you?
Yeah. Cal, I've been working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So, I know the risk that you took for me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. But this place, it's not safe. Maybe you should, disappear.
Yeah, if you didn't notice,
Grab my bag.
some spy drones were flying around,
I heard he was up on the...
and they of course saw that.
You won't be seeing me for a while, bro.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Cal.
Prof?
Some cool lighting effects there.
Prof, wait up.
I think I just saw a guy disappear.
Where you going?
This looks ominous. There's someone behind me, isn't there? Ah, ha ha, this ain't good. Tell you what, man, Respawn just knows how to make them.
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Ah, a lot of good that's done you.
Train this stuff.
Yeah. Something's going on.
A little bit of common sense would have done you good.
Identification ready.
Not great, not these guys. No, wait.
Move out and line up.
Stormtroopers. I hate these guys.
That inspection.
One second, guys. I'm gonna check my audio real quick. Stormtroopers. I hate these guys. Perfect. Oh crap, Inquisitors. This isn't good. Yeah, if you saw Star Wars Rebels, you know these are not the guys you want to be messing with. They don't send hapless stormtroopers after Jedi.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
Now you're just playing dirty, lady.
I think it's time someone came forward. I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers just started getting worked.
Prof.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it.
Not a good move, guy. Don't get too close.
We're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
Not a smart move.
Look at this.
Neither was that.
A lightsaber.
I found the Jedi!
Why would you do that?
Checking out the disturbance.
Oh, that hurts.
Hey guys, what's up?
How'd you get here?
Easy now.
Ugh.
Got a stowaway.
Hey, you don't need to call this in.
Quiet. This is TK-8190.
Okay, you're talking too much. Now we're getting into some combat.
Hear that over the comm? Jedi? Stay sharp. They won't get past us. The traitor, blast them. Is it just me?
Batter up.
Contact.
Bring it on, guys.
Just a kill. Get up here. Have to slip up.
So in order to deflect the blaster bolts, you gotta hit the block button just as bolts hit you. Simple but effective. It would be all too easy if all you just had to do was point yourself towards the enemy.
Way out.
In the Jedi Knight games, which predate
Gotta keep
these
moving.
games, that's all you really had to do. You just point yourself towards the enemy and your character would do it himself. And the whole idea here is that they're trying to downplay.
That's how I prepare. That's how you prepare for death. Get him. Let's get him. I knew it would end like this. Stop. You'll slip up.
So basically, essentially how it works is trying to find time to talk about this. I'll explain more later when it's not forcing me to do this crap. Let's just get out of here first. find a duller moment to talk about the gameplay.
Fugitive comes this way, I'm ready for...
Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. Oh, here we go. Okay, so making our escape. Yay, more bad guys. Gondola! Yeah. Nothing like dicing up some stormtroopers.
Get to the front. Stop the train.
It's a good plan, but will it work?
Oh no!
Oh crap.
Gotta move in between bursts. Now.
Yeah, looking like Uncharted more and more, isn't it? Crap, crap, ready, ready, ready.
Faster.
Ah!
Here, I'm ready for your trick.
Oh crap.
You shot the coupling out. Gotta get down.
This is certainly getting out of hand.
Whoa! This is bad.
Understatement of the century. You're being chased by Inquisitors on a train that's falling apart. Yes, this is bad. That music just fits perfectly. You can't go wrong with the Star Wars score, it's timeless. Ah man, not you again. Yeehaw! Bring on the cavalry! Who the hell are you guys?
We're here to help!
Who are you?
No time! Keep moving! We'll pick you up when we can!
Why can't you just pick me up now? Just slow down! Why am I shouting? Ugh. Oh, right here. Maybe make what you can climb on just a little brighter. Hey guys! Gongola! Howdy boys, batter up! I'm gonna hit a home of the day.
Alright. Got the time to get in close.
Ah! Yeah, that's a great idea. Alright, who's next? Think I'm home free. Never ask that question, Cal. Never ask that question. Uh-oh.
this can't be good.
Oh hell, that was a bomber.
Whoa!
Oh crap. Oh.
Jump now!
Woo!
Hold on!
Ah. Ooh. Thank God for that plot armor. Oh no.
Going somewhere.
I guess not.
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you had some training after all. Who was your master, Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live? Do not test my patience.
Oh.
You have to do better.
Come on. What you got?
Your end is near.
Is it now? Am I supposed to be pushing something? Oh, it's a cutscene. Hey, you were firing a little close there.
Get on board!
Yeah, shoot at a Jedi, because that usually works so well.
Captain!
You're supposed to aim for the lightsaber, you idiot. The hilt, I mean. Oh, that was exciting.
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
I love how awkwardly he holds that lightsaber. Look at those shoulders.
But who are you people?
My name is Seer Junda, and this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Manish is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal. Kestis. Who was that back there?
An Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much?
What else is new?
And why'd you help me?
We track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Bracca. So we made our move.
Oh, yeah? And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone. And it's what's kept you alive. But this is about something bigger than just surviving.
She reminds me of someone I work with.
Like rebuilding the Jedi Order.
You too.
It's because of the eyes.
Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
Captain, set a course for Bogano.
That's an interesting question. Are the Jedi survivors aware that Yoda and Obi-Wan survived?
Go, you're safe. For now.
Probably not, I would imagine.
You gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny. Calico! You were talking in your sleep. Weirdo.
He does that in Survivor too. Funny guy, that guy Grease. Okay, so we usually talk about a narrative hook when talking about the story of a game. And I have mixed opinions about this one. I mean, obviously that whole sequence was absolutely awesome, dude. I mean, it's up there with an Uncharted or Tomb Raider or something like that. But as for the story, reestablishing the Jedi Order, all that stuff, that's either going to be a compelling story hook or uninspired one, depending on how you look at it. For me personally, it really didn't hook me right away. I'm not a huge fan of the Jedi side of things when it comes to Star Wars. I've always been interested in everything but the Jedi, to be honest. But I think that's part of the reason why when I first played Jedi Fallen Order, I put it down. Like, I got it from Gamefly first. I played it for about an hour, then I sent it back. But then for some reason I decided I wanted to play it again. So I got it on Steam and played it front to back. And I recall the story not really hooking me until later on when they actually show their hands on what they're doing, because it's not necessarily about reestablishing the Jedi Order, because let's face it, we all know that's not going to happen until Luke Skywalker beats the Emperor. But what Jedi Fallen Order does is actually examine a lot of interesting stuff in regards to the ethics of the Jedi. I'll get more into that as we hit certain story beats, if we hit certain story beats. As always, I do want to encourage you guys to play these games yourself, not just watch me play it front to back. So I'm not going to spoil the story per se, but we'll talk about the meat and potatoes of certain things as we get to it. But anyway, let's move on. This is kind of cool. Give you a sense of what it's like to be on a ship during light speed.
Freeze?
Not now. I got work to do.
So who am I supposed to talk to? Where's that other lady? Free bird! Actually, that is a good tune. Make it sing, Cal. Make it sing.
That song. I wrote it. Years ago. You touch an object and witness events connected to it. You feel its history.
It's an echo in the force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
How would you know that?
Was that something they invented for this game, or did that exist beforehand?
But not anymore.
I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro Tapal. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
He was a hero. Listen. Something happened to me during the Purge. I survived, but my connection to the Force is damaged. When I meditate, if I let my guard down, I lose control. And it's like I'm back in that moment when...
You survived, Cal.
Ah, that explains the scene from earlier.
And you're not alone. Not anymore.
We're coming up on our destination.
So a lot of the story here was inspired by the TV show Star Wars Rebels. It does make me wonder if Cal and Kaden Jarrus actually knew each other. If they knew each other before Order 66. Or if they ever crossed paths.
A Jedi I knew discovered it before the Purge. You won't find it on any maps.
The Empire doesn't know this place exists?
No.
So, what's the plan? You hide out here?
We're done hiding, Cal. See that structure over there?
Right.
I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
And since you're not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
I know you don't trust me. And I'm not really sure I trust you. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause. I'll share more of my plan after you reach the vault. But, until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
Okay, so I gotta be honest. Not the biggest point. I gotta be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Kree. Now, it's not to say she's not an interesting character, because she is. But given her history, who she is, and what she chooses to do, it's always struck me as kind of a selfish Jedi. People who have played the game can probably get what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's this point in the game where it actually starts to open up and show his hand.
This looks like a safe place to meditate. Just need to focus my mind.
First thing, spoilers, let's spin this skill point. These meditation points are essentially the checkpoints in the Dark Souls game. So every time you die, this is where you end up. And of course, you have a skill tree, because why not? Overhead slash. How do I do that? Doesn't really say. Let's rest. So resting restores your health, but it does respawn enemies, so you gotta be careful with that. And now the real star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, BD1.
BD1. I'm Cal. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm looking for someone. No, not you. I'm searching for a Jedi, I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on. Did you just slice that? Thanks.
Like, BD is just such a memorable design for a droid. It was so popular that he even made his way into The Mandalorian.
That's the Vault Seer mentioned. Whoever I'm supposed to find must be waiting there.
As I said, the game is really starting to show its hand as to what it wants to do gameplay-wise. as tutorials. Yeah, I know. I played this before. Can I just get out of this so I can explain to the nice people what's going on here? So, like I said, when,
That's a really big bug.
with, it's hard to talk about Jedi Fallen Order without first talking about the, Jedi Knight games, which predate this by about, I want to say 15? Maybe, I don't want to say 20 years, but that might actually be the case. The first game in that series with Dark Forces, after all. But the whole idea of those games was the power fantasy of being a Jedi. Hacking and slashing through stormtroopers, getting into the lightsaber duels with Sith Lords, all that fun stuff. And you, of course, get a good deal of that in Jedi Fallen Order. But they intentionally downplay that aspect here. Obviously, Cal Kestis. Obviously, Cal Kestis here isn't a Jedi Master. He was just a Padawan. And at that, he was a Padawan during the Clone Wars. Well, a lot of people, little known fact about the Jedi Order.
Wait.
Not every Jedi youngling got to be a Padawan.
Okay.
They had to pass a certain test in order to be put with the Jedi Master. And if they weren't, they were usually relegated to a support role within the Jedi Temple. But during the Clone Wars, they were so desperate for Jedi Knights that they essentially promoted just about all. They increased the number of Padawan that they would promote to Jedi Knights. No. Yeah, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, that's where I was headed too.
Promoting the number of younglings that would be promoted to Jedi Knight.
First, we gotta figure out a way out of this place.
Jedi Padawan. I can't speak right.
BD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way out. Tight fit, but this should work.
So Cal probably wasn't, as you would say, skilled enough to really be out in the field during the war, learning from a Jedi Master. But in those days, you just kind of had to make do with what you had. So, obviously, he's not the most skilled of Jedi. Which actually does work well from a gameplay perspective, because that leaves room for him to grow as a character and progress. Which is important for what this game is going for. It's going for sort of a Metroidvania style. So, you do want to progressively get stronger as the game goes on. So, having him relearn his Jedi powers, learn new lightsaber techniques, and all that stuff, it is a good way to really get that good sense of progression in.
That's better. Thanks, little droid.
Gotta love BD1. He's such a great droid.
Okay. Here, hop on board.
Alright, let's get going.
So, how'd you get here? Don't remember? I've never known a forgetful droid. Can't argue with that.
Okay, so, as I said...
Hey, a chest. Think the Jedi would mind if we grab supplies?
Jedi Fallen Order is going for a sort of a 3D Metroidvania sort of deal. So you got this great big map to explore, and you can't see a whole lot of it, but you can see little snippets of it. And how a Metroidvania game is supposed to work is you have a map to explore, but as you go about exploring it, you realize that there are certain areas that you can't get to right away. So you continue exploring, and you'll eventually find power-ups that you need to further access the map. For example, let's say there's... I'll point it out when I get to something, but let's say there's a gap you can't quite reach.
I can feel it.
So you go to jump, but you can't make it. But later on, you might get the ability to double jump, and then you can suddenly reach that. Then all of a sudden, a new section of the game opens up. Actually, right here, this might be a good example.
You mapped everywhere we've been.
Oh, that's a good feature. I don't remember that.
I can't make it over there. We gotta find another way.
So this is a good example of what I'm talking about. So right here, I can't progress any further. These structures right here, you need the wall run and wall jump to get through, which I don't have right now. So whatever is over there, I can't get to right now. But that's okay because I've still got plenty of map to explore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to continue to explore. Okay, I can't jump up that way, but we'll keep going somewhere else. See if I can surprise stat this guy. Oh, what do we have here? I'm a big fan of Metroidvania genres, so when I realized this is what the game was going for, I was really excited. And again, it just works really well with the mobility of the Jedi too. I'm glad they decided to focus more on that instead of, you know, the entire power fantasy of being a Jedi, because it just makes the game feel a little more original. If you want power fantasy, play Jedi Knight, play Force Unleashed. This is a very different kind of Jedi game, and I appreciate that. It's original. Okay, so we're going to continue to explore. Let's see where this goes. Death from above. Oh, look at that. Decapitation.
Got a scan?
At BD Stan, give it a little bit of information on whatever you have here. You know, just a fun way to get some lore in there. I love games that do that. But it wouldn't be very entertaining. Ooh, holy crap.
Run for it.
Okay, I don't want to mess with that thing. Might not have a choice. Okay, so in regards to how the combat is conducted, most commonly compared to Dark Souls, you have a light and heavy attack. Aw man, did I just die? Aw man, I got killed. Damn. Unlike Dark Souls, this game can be pretty hard. I usually play on a lower setting because, you know, the common saying with Dark Souls game is, get good. Unfortunately, I'm not good. I'm okay. I gotta be honest, I've never actually played a Dark Souls games before. That's something that's been on my list for a long time now. Maybe I should put that on the list for the Let's Stream. Get my little brother Jared in here. Have him play with me. Anyway, I'm not going to take that sin down. Alright, tough guy. While he's busy doing that. Come on. Whoop, whoop. Damn, they got me again. Alright, I can do this. I know I can. Maybe I can just avoid it. Let's see if I can avoid it.
What? Thanks, BD1.
Fortunately, I don't think I have my first pull yet, and I can't... Yeah, I gotta fight this thing. Alright, come on, big guy. There we go. Yeah! There we go. So, the combat in the game is pretty simple, all things considered. You, of course, have a light attack. I thought you had a heavy attack. Oh wait, there it is. So you have a light and heavy attack. Then you also have blocking, but you also have a stamina bar, which depletes as you block attacks. So you can't lean on that. And if you manage to hit the block button, just as someone attacks, you'll do what's called a parry, which will stun an enemy and open them up to attack. You really got to get good at getting that parry, otherwise you aren't going to get very far in this game. Believe me. People often compare the combat in this game to a Souls game, and if you play it on the higher difficulties, yeah, definitely. Though again, I've never played a Soul game, so I can't really say for certain. We'll definitely remedy that at some point here in the blog, though. That's probably going to be a little while off. Okay, so I can't get up there. Need the wall run to get over there. So let's go down. Nah, you little... Will you stop running? Take your whooping like a man.
Help me, BD1. Good timing.
I like how when you cut the wall like that, you actually leave a mark. That's pretty cool. This tiny little attention to detail like that can go a long way. Here we go. What do those things taste? Okay, so I can't make that jump. I feel like there's something big in here that's about to attack me. What you got, BD? sure what that means, but okay. Oh, it's just flora and fauna. I don't care about that.
See something in there?
Yeah, here we go.
Try again.
It's difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible, but with persistence and the Force as your ally, you will overcome any obstacle. You will master any path. Now, do what you must to reach me. Focus. Again.
Okay, you kind of cheated there, dude. I knew I should have joined the Mandalorians, but they don't have to put up with this crap.
I did it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
The Force is my ally.
See, so we got our first movement upgrade there. I can now run on these walls, Prince of Persia style, which means I can now access new parts of the map. One thing this game does different from other Metroidvanias is that it actually tells you where you need to go. And most Metroidvanias, particularly Metroid Prime, which this game takes a lot of influence from, as admitted by the developers, you don't know where you're supposed to go. Most of the time, you're just supposed to figure it out as you go, do it all at your own pace. But Star Wars is a game with... you put a Star Wars brand on it, and a lot of people are going to play it, even people who don't necessarily play video games. So doing the Metroid Fusion thing, where they tell you where you need to go, but don't necessarily tell you how you're supposed to get there, I feel like that was a good move for this game. It's for those who haven't played Metroidvanias like this. Alright, so let's see what nooks and crannies I can get into with this thing. Ah, man. I love movement control in a video game. Ah, damn, I didn't mean to do that. Just not been paying attention. Let's try that again. But yeah, that movement feels really good, dude.
This area was used for meditation by someone familiar with the Jedi Order.
Alright, so where do I go from here? Or is that just to get that? I don't think I could run along that wall right there. Let's see. Ah, there we go. I definitely see a lot of influence from the Prince of Persia series in regards to how you have to think about your movement abilities, how you make your way through the levels. That's something else I'm going to have to play for the live stream. I haven't played the Sands of Time in a good long while. Alright, what we got here? Empowered slow, holding slow, allows Calvin. No. Okay, I do want that. The more hits you can take, the longer you can stay in a fight. Actually, on that note, I should probably rest so I can get another stim container from BD there. Just a good deal of fun doing that. That wall run is really satisfying.
Hey,
Haskell. New lightsaber part. You really don't get to use that until later in the game, though. Okay, what the heck happened there? One of the big selling points of this game when it first came out was you do get to build your own lightsaber. Though that doesn't happen until much later in the game. Here we go. Something else this game does really well. One of the major problems with a lot of Metroidvania games is you often have to do a lot of backtracking. That could get a little tiring. And what Jedi Fallen Order here does is not only do they have a good fast travel system, you can actually warp between the different meditation points, which is nice. But they also have different shortcuts within the level, which mean you don't have to do long such as the platforming again and again. Okay, so this is the way I need to be heading. And that's huge. I think there was something like this in Star Wars Rebels too. Seeing where Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka checked out a place like this.
We're not finished yet. Okay, you probably would have won.
Ha! I'm gonna stop at this meditation point. Just so when I inevitably die, I have a place I can go back to. See what we got here. You want to know when you know you've had too much beer? You run out. About halfway through the stream now. Okay, who wants to go down the dark, scary tunnel first?
Amazing.
What do we got here?
You alright, BD?
Well done, whoever you are. You have passed the test I left behind, and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova. I may not know your name, but
Where have I heard that name before?
The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zepho. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron, containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live. Not for a Jedi. Or a droid. Maybe Seer was right. Maybe we're done hiding.
Still got a few more years, bud. I'm sorry to tell you that.
You want to meet some, friends of mine?
So one thing I do like at this game, I do really like Cal Kestis. I mean, outside of the fact he has an interesting personality for a Jedi and goes through a really cool character arc, all things considered. He has a really memorable design too. The red hair, the lightsaber, and the fact that he usually has BD tagging around with him. Again, you just kind of tell that you really see the talent Respawn has. The actor who plays Cal Kestis, he does look a lot like him, but they didn't just rely on the look of the actor himself. They actually did design the character, and that's why you look at him and you say Cal Kestis. And you can say the same thing about all the memorable Jedi, like Kanan Jarrus, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda. So, yeah, again, Respawn just put in their best foot forward. Very talented team.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
Yep. You again. Yeah, you see right there, that was a parry. That's what you need to aim for. But there are some attacks you can't parry, so you gotta be prepared for that too. See, in like another Jedi game, like, a creature like this wouldn't be anything of real concern. But here, with the skill level you're at, that essentially was a boss fight. Every fight you have in this game feels important to some degree because of that. Again, just the benefit of downplaying the power fantasy element of the game to some degree. Gameplay stuttering a bit there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. I figured you'd want to scan that BD. Go ahead.
I'm looking.
Even check the map. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm headed forward, so... That's one of the great things about these Metroidvania games. You tend to not care if you're headed towards your destination or not. Huh. What do we have here?
It appears the Cepho had some interest in Dathomir.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
So, for those of you who don't know your Star Wars lore, Dathomir is essentially the home planet of Darth Maul. And it's home to a race of Force-sensitive users called the Dark Sisters of Dathomir. And what's interesting about them is that they do dabble in the dark side of the Force, but unlike the Sith, who were very antagonistic towards the Jedi, though sort of their own faults, the Sisters of Dathomir mostly just kept to themselves. They were a very isolated existence. Now, occasionally, Sith Lord would come to them asking for one of their males to serve as one of their apprentices, which is how Darth Sidious ended up with Darth Maul. But it's just a really interesting aspect of the Star Wars lore, and you actually get to go there in this game, which is really cool. Now we need to get back to the ship. Okay, I can't go that way. Let's see. Screw the map, I'm just gonna go. See where this goes. It's cool how you can use your lightsaber to light the way. I don't know why I'm attacking these things. I think something's gonna happen if I do. It doesn't seem like the wisest thing. It could cause a cave-in.
That thing looks like it smells worse than grease does.
Not great, another one of these things. Oh man, this thing looks dangerous. Ah, crapola. It was dangerous. Let's see where this goes. Why do I get the sense when I finally get around to playing a Dark Souls game that I'm going to get my ass absolutely handed to me? You know, something just occurred to me. I never understood the design of the Mantis ship, but now I kind of understand it. Because of that great big wing it has, it makes it really easy to see where it is from a distance. So it sort of serves as a really good landmark. Interesting design there. I don't know if you guys can see the game stuttering there or not, or if YouTube is hiding that or not, but you can definitely tell that this game is still a little buggy. They definitely aren't supporting it anymore now that Jedi Survivor is out. They got other fish to fry. Ah, there she is.
You passed the test.
So you knew about BD-1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh,
Dude, she's a really bad Jedi.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Go! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD-1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stain out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
I do really like Priest, though. He is not original in the slightest, but he's just a really charming character.
A civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Ah, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes. A long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Pagano.
Hold on, wait a minute. A hollow what?
A holocron. It stores information, but only...
Oh, good. I don't have to explain it
Come on,
then.
I think I have one around here. Use the Force.
Why don't you do it? You're not full of me, lady. I've played this game.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
Okay, so they do know that Obi-Wan's
If that was
alive.
for Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? Now, I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So
Let me guess, someone turned to the dark side.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
You didn't cut yourself off from the Force Lady.
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir Zepho. It's your choice.
I remember having a choice right away. Remember the first option just being Zepho.
Where to next, Cal?
Here we go. Zepho.
So this is where the story starts to get pretty interesting in regards to
I came to Bogano looking for
the
my
plot.
former master, Eno Cordova.
Rather than just be your typical Jedi plot of mysticism and fighting the Sith and whatnot, it actually sort of becomes a action-adventure style deal. Almost like Indiana Jones, where they're seeking a certain artifact. And of course, the Inquisitors learn about it too, and they start competing with you with it. And always brings to mind Indiana Jones competing with the Nazis to get the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail. Which again, really interesting for a Jedi-centric plot. I honestly never would have thought that would be interesting, but it really is.
Look at a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I could just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
It's under control, it's just a little tricky. Okay.
Honestly, it doesn't look that tricky.
Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here.
What?
You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important. I too was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
Yeah, I won't learn anything with you blabbering away. Alright, so... where do we go from here? See a chest over here. Let's see what's in there.
Come back here. Something we can use?
Blue leader. Oh, let's mess around with the customizable options. I kind of like white and red, so we'll stick to that for now. Kind of like the poncho. I'll stick to blue.
Just won't open.
Of course. This looks ominous. Derelict Anger. An ominous name to go with it, too. What you got, BD? Storage crate. Fascinating.
Hey now. What do we find?
New poncho material. Bravo. Let's see what that is. Yeah, no. Ooh, stormtroopers. Hehehe. This should be fun. Oh, come on! Let's see. Is there a way through here? Seems, well, looks like some flammable grates up there. We'll take a look around, see what else we can find. That's how these Metroidvanias work. You come to a dead end, they'll find a way forward. But rather than just muck around, you just turn around, see if you can find another way. Ha ha ha! Oh, man. I always heard stormtroopers make a true choice. Alright, guys, break it up. What you got, BD?
Okay, I'll look. Good job.
Scout Trooper baton. Ah, man, again with the blocked. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, this way. Evidently. Alright, BD, scan it. I want to see what it says about the Stormtrooper. Imperial Stormtroopers are frontline soldiers of the Galactic Empire, conscripted from worlds across the galaxy. They have been trained to support the might of the Imperial war machine and fight threats indiscriminately. Armed with a variety of weapons, including long-range blasters, they are efficient in large numbers, where they may prove to be overwhelming. You know what? That does sound about right for Stormtroopers. Like, obviously, against a Jedi, they aren't going to be all that useful. But like anything that is just a little bit dangerous, you put them in large numbers, they can be a real threat. Evidenced by that scene in A New Hope where Han Solo goes rushing after a bunch of them and turns around and realizes that there's a whole horde of them. Great scene.
Can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zeppo.
If they were following the mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try.
Hey, not cool, dude. What? Hey, get off of me. Friggin' degens. Man, I sliced that one in half, didn't I?
What'd you find?
Pretty gory, isn't it? Using our wall run to get across there again. Ooh. I hear degens. Hey guys, Can you guys give me directions? Hey! Yes, yes I am. Maybe you guys shouldn't be shooting at me. They did get one good hit on me, so I will give them that. You really don't want to get too cocky in this game, because these stormtroopers can mess you up if you aren't careful. Hoppity hop. Howdy, boys. Hey, get back here. Where you going? Hey, don't tap that thing. I was gonna eat that. What we got here? Ah, new Force Echo.
Take her and go. I'll lead them away.
Buster, no!
My guess is the Empire doing what they do best, being oppressive.
What's this?
Definitely reminds you of certain groups in history, doesn't it? What's up, guys?
Copied loud and clear. Whole squad is down. You appear to have no more close-range support.
Woo! Home run. Okay, I think that's all of them. Well, never mind.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, me. Have we met?
I see you down there.
Whoa.
I knew he couldn't take it. He can't get far.
I don't know, I seem to be doing pretty well.
Nice hit. A few more hits.
Hurry!
Be aware. Target is recovering. Jedi hit. Target is mobile.
Jeez, dude.
How can we stand against that? Hope reinforcements are on the way.
You can't. Now, the combat in this is actually pretty good. It is really satisfying to cut people down with the lightsaber.
I'll check it out.
The lightsaber does feel a little underpowered to me. Obviously, if you've ever seen a Star Wars movie, you know that you get hit with a lightsaber, you're basically donezo. Unless you're wearing Beskar or if you happen to be really big. So the fact that you have to hit opponents multiple times in order to take them out, it does sort of underplay that, but I'm willing to overlook that, considering that it'd be weird if you could kill everything in one hit, but if you couldn't.
Time for a stim.
If they couldn't. It's just a matter of balancing, which is something you really gotta pay attention to in games like this. Okay, not that way. Check the map. Is there any way around here? Doesn't look like it. Have I reached another dead end? I can't remember. Again, it has been a while since I played this. Huh, this might be interesting. Oh. More degens. I didn't even know that guy was there and I still got him. Why did you grab onto that, Cal? What the hell? Platforming this can be just a tad finicky. Let's try this again. Definitely some good atmospheric music right there.
Sir, permission to speak freely. Granted. You think we'll be stationed in this backwater forever? Our duty is to secure all worlds for the Empire. To do that, we have to execute our orders to the letter. Anything less is insubordination. That understood, soldier? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Get him!
Come on, guys.
I've got him!
Hey, you guys served your empire proud. You gave your lives for a worthless cause. Gunga! Ooh, a save point. We'll head over there. I don't think I even have a destination at this point. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Yeah, it's kind of nice in a game like this. I'll rest. I think I need to get some health back anyway. Do need to spend some points. Let's see what I got here. This might be useful. That's just really clever use of the lightsaber, if you ask me. Let it be something of a torch. Can't see, can't see. Those lighting effects are pretty cool too. Got anything, BD?
My friend, in the rotation since I left Pagano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
Huh. Yeah, the Zepho sounds like a really silly name, doesn't it?
Lock tight.
Of course, it's locked from the other side. Dead ends do get a little annoying, I will admit. Still, I would take tight, dense Metroidvania with a lot of dead ends over a great big barren open world that you often see developers make these days. I really hope the new Zelda game is going to be like that. Part of the reason why I didn't care a great deal for Breath of the Wild, it just felt like there was a lot of empty space in that game. Does really make you feel like an explorer as opposed to a Jedi sections like this. Ah, that's better. I can see! And where the hell am I now? Hello! You? You do not sneak up on a man when he's about to go to Stormtrooper. Where did you come from? Okay, let's see here. Okay, that might have been too soon. Oh crap! Ah. Timing is everything, folks. Oh, great TIE fighters.
Problem?
Hey, now, I don't want to fight. Apparently you do, though.
Help me, BD. Another one? Nice job.
Yeah, not the most interesting of planets you visit in this game, but it could be worse, I guess. The scale of all is still pretty impressive.
It's reducing the quality of my posture and aim.
Atta boys!
We'll beat you.
Hey, this wasn't such a good idea. Well, that helps. Slow him down.
Better.
Gonna need to hit a save point here soon. It's like there's one up ahead. That might have been too soon. Okay, I won't be able to make it. That's better. See, can I make it? Can I make it? No, I cannot. What can I say? I like to go fast. Man, that really took a chunk out of my life, didn't it?
Whoa. That's gotta be one of the Zepho. Guess we're
That's
on the right track, huh, BD?
Pretty cool, honestly. Ah, man, more of these guys? Yeah, great idea. Blast them. Well, it should have, because now you're dead. Fear is a defense mechanism, my friend. It's there to tell you that something is about to kill you. Woo! Now that's a lot of fun, taking out these guys while you're sliding. Gungala! Die, you little... Teach you to... Ha! Uh-oh, there's more of these guys.
Jedi, and he's hurting.
Am I now?
Don't kill me. More coming.
This isn't good. Man, I am in a really bad spot right here.
I missed him. Go alone now, Jedi.
There we go. So, if you can't tell, guys with ranged attacks are honestly a lot easier to deal with than the ones who are melee focused. And again, that makes sense for who Cal is as a character. During the days of the Old Republic and, you know, the Clone Wars, melee lightsaber dueling wasn't really focused upon in the Jedi Council because they were under the impression that the Sith were gone. Did something just sneak up on me and kill me? Something just snuck up on me and killed me. I'm gonna find that thing and I'm gonna kill that thing. Degens. Okay, where am I now? Oh, dude, that sent me back far. Holy crap. That's something else I've noticed about Jedi Survivor. They seem to put the checkpoints a little closer together in that game. Oh! Oh man, I got a lot of ground to cover. That sucks. But that's what happens when you aren't paying attention. Wonder if I'll have to fight all those enemies again. I don't think I'll have to. They should all be dead until I hit a save. Crap. Stupid dogs. Okay, I see where you're coming from now. I'm definitely missing the double jump. Teach you to mess with me. That's a dead man. Don't you? Did he really just shoot that at point blank range? He killed us both. Starting to remember why I put this down the first time. I think I just got fed up with this crap. How'd that even happen? At least this time I know where I'm going. I knew it was coming and I did nothing about it. That's my fault. Hey, Gummit. Beatty's just chilling there on the back. Why did I do that? I'm almost starting to think that I'm just really bad at this game. Gungala. Jeez, dude. If I'm having trouble with this, Dark Souls is just gonna absolutely destroy me, dude. Definitely gonna have to have Jared on the stream if I'm gonna play those games. How many times have I done this section of platforming? Not this time. Teach you to try to sneak up on me. Okay, gotta get past these stormtroopers. I've done it before. Okay, just you and me now. Did you shoot that crap at me? Hey, I'm having fun with the platforming, to be honest. This is good level design. When you're making a platformer, you don't want the level to be flat. You want it to be stimulating, lots of rising, lots of falling, moving through it in different ways. Jedi Fallen Order does a really good job with that from my perspective. Okay, moving right along.
Located a hostile. Can't top my skill.
Can't top your skill. You're a stormtrooper. You don't have skill. You guys couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. You're a worse shot than I am. Alright, guys. Bring it.
I understand. Attack diverted.
Those finishers feel really good. I really hope I'm not walking into another trap here. At least I got a stem set pack from BDP I can still use.
Seer, there's a transport ship leaving the Empire's base.
I heard. They plan to bring Zepho artifacts to Coruscant.
Does that mean?
That the Emperor is interested in Zepho? Maybe.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Can you slice this? Sorry about your scompling. But standing up to that bog rat? Pretty brave.
Alright, can't go that way yet. Huh?
Villager was wounded, but he took out a trooper.
Ah, I see. Very on time. We got about 10 minutes left in the stream. Definitely not seeing as much of the game as I wanted to. But I think you guys are getting a good idea of what kind of game you're getting into with this one. Another example of a place they can't get into. I think you need force push to get in there.
Can't push it.
It's weird how you have to learn that technique. You think we'll learn that before you learn the ability to freeze time or whatever he's doing. Okay, let's see here. This way. Oh crap, more of these guys.
You won't catch everything.
Did you just shoot at me? Can't go that way, so we'll go this way.
You're not getting out of here alive, Jedi. I'm watching you. I'll bring your guard.
Degen. He's got the right idea, though. If you're going to attack a Jedi, that's the way to do it. The idea is to overwhelm them so that they lose their connection to the Force. That was General Grievous' approach to doing it, at least. He didn't just use all 4 lightsabers for show. Okay, I got a shortcut going. Whoa! That was close. Why would you fire that in close quarters, you idiot? Like, would it kill you guys to program some self-preservation into the enemy AI? So what we got here?
In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This plan has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. It's not like the stormtroopers are going to accomplish much anyway. They never accomplish anything. Alright, so what is of interest in here? Aw, is there still a way around the corner to get me? Yep. Fortunately, I spotted you. Nice try, guys. Nice try.
Hey! What was in there?
Here's your lightsaber. Oh boy. This is gonna be tricky. That was close. Whoa. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Oh! Okay, so how do I do this?
Cal, the Empire's pinpointed your location. You need to move fast.
On it.
Okay, I see some stormtroopers ahead, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rest. Go with the dash strike. Superior blocking. A little more stamina, can't go wrong with that.
Jedi, fight me.
As you wish.
Can't lose, can we?
Yeah, you can.
You and me now, Jedi.
I wish I could say you were the adversary, but my mom always told me not to lie.
Come back here. What do we find?
New maintenance paint job. I do like that, so we're gonna stick with that. I like black. Yeehaw! Oh! Took my ass off the screen for 1 minute. Damn.
Found something.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
We'll lose that advantage. I have a hunch. Not that I haven't played this game before. Little trog. I was watching Lilo and Stitch before I did this. Wait, did I just do a loop? I think I just did a loop. I sort of lost my bearings as a result of that. Here, that was a monster, or it was a starfighter. I couldn't tell.
That's interesting. We're on the right track.
Here we go. There it goes stuttering again. Again, can't get through there without a force push.
Can't get through. There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there, beyond the storm.
Follow it. Let the Force sharpen your instincts.
And that is 10:26. That is 2 hours, folks. So we're going to call it there. So, Jedi Fallen Order. It's a pretty good game. So I know I've had some issues with it. Like I said, I'm not very good at these types of games. I openly admit to that. But it's a fine combination of action, platforming, exploration, and we did get a whole lot into the story here. It actually does go to some interesting places. It covers the ethics of the Jedi, some of the darker stuff that they've done over the years, and whether or not rebuilding the Order is really the best thing for them. I'll be posting my full written review in the description once this video goes up. And I will have a full review of Jedi Survivor up on the blog too as soon as I finish the game. I'm only 4 hours into it right now, but I can tell right now it's probably going to be a Game of the Year contender. And once I do finish that, I'll also play for the live stream here too. If you guys enjoyed this video, I am trying to make it a habit of doing these live streams every night. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Join me every Saturday at 8. And I hope you guys have a good work week, and I'll catch you next week. Gotta sort of awkwardly do this. Switch to a different tab. There we go.